Hello there, Chris Benson's here, and thank you to everyone who watched part 1 of my guide to the programming on That's TV. Well, this is part 2, so more to come, plenty to go through, and this starts at the end of November, this part. So on around the 20th of November, I think it was, they showed in the early hours of late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, they showed the Peter Sellers and Spike Milligan film, The Great McGonagall. Now it's on YouTube, but I've never seen this. It's on my watch list. I still haven't seen it, and I think That's TV. I've only aired it the once, but it was on, hidden away, as I say, at the weekend at the end of November. But other shows which continued to air throughout December, which had already started, and we mentioned in part 1. So Benny Hill was continued in December. Kenny Everett did the Carry On Christmas shows. Tommy Cooper as well. So let's focus on the new material that arrived in December. So on the 4th of December, we saw the arrival of Beadle's About. Brilliant theme tune, isn't it? And I think it was at 8 o'clock that night. Start of Series 1. Only Series 1 and Series 2 have ever been commercially available in this country. That was courtesy of Network DVD, and such often is the case with Network that they released a couple of series and then didn't release the rest. But Series 1 and 2 were the only ones that are out on DVD. You can still pick them up, CX, eBay, places like that. And I watched quite a few bits of the That's TV repeats, and it's still funny. And the best thing was the kids saw bits, and they were laughing at some of the setups as well, and that was great to see. Episodes 3 and 4 were shown a few days later on a Wednesday night, I think. So the scheduling did move around for Beadle's About. Series 1, episode 6, incidentally, was saved for Christmas night, but that makes sense. It was a Christmas episode. On to Sunday, December the 12th, though. Again, different scheduling for Beadle's About. Series 2 started with 2 episodes back to back. Then episode 3 was on the 17th of December, which was a Friday at 6:30. And it seemed to follow that pattern for quite a few nights. Episode 4 was the same day, 6:30. Episode 5, same time. There was definitely a pattern appearing in the schedule, so it was easy for viewers to find it. In fact, episodes from Series 2 ran daily at 6:30 until December the 22nd, when Series 2, Episode 8 was shown. So there was some consistency, which was great. And then on the 23rd of December, my 40th birthday, Series 3, Episode 1 aired in the same time slot. So at the moment, That's TV only have the rights to the first 3 series, I should add. But it'd be great if they pick up some of the later episodes. I know there's so many out there in the archive still to air. Also on my birthday, December the 23rd, there was 2 late night airings of the Thames Might Yarwood Christmas shows. And That's TV over the Christmas period showed 1982, the 1984 and 1985 Thames Christmas specials, which was absolutely brilliant to see bits of these. On to January. So we're into 2022 now. 3rd of January, Beadle's About, into Series 3, as I just mentioned. And there's 9 episodes that were made in Series 3. The 3rd of January had a showing at 10:30 in the morning of Series 3, Episode 3. So it was moving around the schedule a bit. But on the 8th of January, from 2 o'clock onwards, there seems to have been an afternoon which seems to have concluded Series 3. And no more episodes have been shown to date. So let's hope that they repeat the series that they've got, and let's hope that they can acquire some more. Then, a very interesting acquisition on the 12th of January. And it's been shown a couple of times, but the Kenny Everett Naughty video. So it was also repeated after the sad death of Barry Cryer, but it was a VHS release. And it was kind of like Kenny Everett more risque than what you would see him on television. And it's never been seen before on television until That's TV decided to show it. It's got some really funny bits in it. And I hope they show it again. But it's absolutely brilliant. It's about an hour long. But yeah, it was quite the trend in the 80s and 90s that you'd get video exclusives from comedians. And this is one of those. I think Kenny Everett did a couple of them. And this, I think it might have been the second one, if memory serves me right. On to Monday, January the 17th. And a very interesting acquisition from the Thames archive that me and my wife Rachel watched. It was a documentary, Might Yarwood and This Is Me. And it was behind the scenes of one of the Thames Christmas specials. It was a really, really fascinating documentary. I really enjoyed this. It's only been on the once. But it was just great to see how the show was all put together and all the work that went into it, all the rehearsals. And so many rehearsals just to get it right. And Mike Yarwood doesn't get the credit, perhaps, that sometimes he deserves. There was so much work that went into those shows, and that documentary just really did show you how much work. I hope they show it again because it really was brilliant. I think it was an extra on one of the DVDs that's now been deleted, which had the Thames Christmas specials on. But that was Mike Yarwood and This Is Me. And then on the 26th of January, there was a screening of the film For the Love of Ada. The sitcom, of course, was a Thames sitcom, Irene Handel and Wilfred Pickles. Well, this was the screening of the film. The film and the series have been on Talking Pictures TV previously, but this only to date, That's TV have shown the film. It was on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 26th of January. But it's a great little series and film. It's got such a fantastic cast. So if you ever spot it in the schedule, just sit back and watch it. It's wonderful. Anyway, that's a brief guide to what's been on That's TV in December 2021 and January 2022. More to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's Talking TV for now. Bye-bye.